Thanks, Pete. Now it's time to talk taxes. A warning: with the 2018 tax season underway, scammers may have their sights set on your tax refund. Financial expert Kevin Klug from Secure Retirement Solutions is here to talk about steps you should take to protect your refund and your identity. Good morning.
Good morning, Rachel.
So why especially this year? Yeah,
we all remember the Equifax data breach last fall. 143 million people had their identity and information, Social Security numbers stolen. Hackers can take that information and file a fraudulent tax return, trying to steal your refund before you do. People have taken measures to correct or try to protect themselves, but unfortunately, credit freezes and monitoring isn't enough to protect or avoid identity tax fraud.
All right, seems pretty scary. So what can we do to protect ourselves? You have four
tips.
Four tips. The first one is file early.
Yeah, we're halfway through the season now, but you keep that in mind. We have an extended period this year because Sunday is the 15th of April. Monday, the 16th, is Emancipation Day in Washington, so the 17th is the deadline. So
we have until Tuesday the 17th.
Correct, but don't wait that long. Don't procrastinate. Get it in. The best defense to protect yourselves is get it in early and accurate. And you'll gather all your information, file it. Even next year, like I've got a file already stashing documents and medical receipts and things like that
ready
for
to
next
go.
year. Yeah, so you're ready to start and get it in early and often, as quickly as possible.
Next up, watch for red flags. What are the red flags?
Yeah, the IRS issues warnings each and every year. They did in February, just warning people against different things that can happen, phone calls that might be fraudulent. The IRS will never contact you by phone, social media, email. They're going to send you a letter.
People get caught by that all the time, thinking that the IRS has contacted them when it's not them.
It's not them. So don't be threatened. The IRS is going to contact you with a letter through the United States Postal Service. They're going to basically say, we have 12 documents, you submitted 11, who's right, and you work with your tax professional to get it corrected, submit it, and everything is fine.
Okay. Your next tip is be secure.
Yeah, if you're an individual that maybe does your own taxes and you e-file, make sure you use a personal computer that's hardwired. You have your antivirus software, everything's up to date, firewalls. So when you're sending your personal information and tax return through that server, it's protected. It can't be intercepted.
Someone else can't get that information.
Right.
All right, so do that homework again before you file your taxes electronically. Next, adjust your withholding.
Yeah, a lot of people use...
You were telling me I might need to do that.
Yeah, you want to try to get to close to zero as possible. A lot of people use the IRS and federal government as giving them a tax-free loan or interest-free loan. You want to try to balance it out. Work with your professional, your tax professional, your employer, your HR department. Try to get to as close to zero as you're possible so you don't have that money sitting out there for somebody to hack in and try to steal on you. Just work and try to get to zero and prevent that.
Okay. I mean, there are people like Kevin who can help you figure that out, like what you should be withholding. And what if someone at home thinks that they are a victim of identity theft, maybe a senior that you know, or somebody who's not real computer savvy?
First thing you want to do is contact the IRS, and I have a link on my website, srsplans.com, and you can contact the IRS, but take names, notes, who you talk to until everything's resolved.
Okay.
Contact the Federal Trades Commission, the Identity Theft Department, and also local authorities. And lastly, the credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. They're the ones that create the credit reports and numbers. You want to make sure they're aware of that the situation has occurred.
It's a good point to take notes through all of that, like who are you on the phone talking with? And
documentation. That way it can be cleared up. The average, refund last year was over $2,800. That's a lot of money sitting out there. So you want to use banks, use savings accounts. Interest rates are creeping up, so it's a way to save money and not give the government an interest-free loan.
All right, all good advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rachel.
srsplans.com.
That's correct.
Is the way to get a hold of Kevin. We put a link on our website, fox11online.com. Click on Good Day Wisconsin. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Rachel.
We'll be right back.